So, anyway, I think we have a web audience.
We do.
Hopefully we have a web audience.
We do.
So I'm Dwight Coleman, and this is...
Melissa Patrician from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution.
And I'm from the University of Rhode Island Inner Space Center at the Graduate School of Oceanography, and we are coming to you live through telepresence, which is basically the technology that we use to stream live video, audio, and data from ships that do exploration projects, from robotic vehicle systems operating on the seafloor, and we can send all those feeds ashore through the satellite link on this ship. And so part of my role on the ship is to deliver that technology and support these telepresence missions really for the first time. So we're excited about this partnership, and I think we'll be doing this a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Dwight. So again, I'm Melissa Patrician from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, and we're aboard here the MV Alucia. Alucia is a privately owned research vessel, and her main mission is basically to boast amazing science, which is documented by amazing media. So we have sort of one of the most state-of-the-art suites of oceanographic instrumentation and equipment aboard. We have 2 manned submersibles, which are capable of diving down to 1,000 meters. We have a very large suite of scuba diving capabilities with our own hyperbaric chamber and nitrox gas and all sorts of other mixed gas capabilities. We have your generic fundamental research instrumentation such as CTD, conductivity, temperature, depth sensors, a rosette where we can collect water. We have an underway system where we can collect water straight from the surface. We have a whole suite of underway data that's constantly being streamed, like temperature and salinity and ship's position and things, right to the ship and then to shore so that we can keep track of Alucia wherever she is. And so we really, and we also have a helicopter, 2 helicopters actually, which are really, really impressive for a lot of media missions. They get a lot of attention and during the media trips, because the media trips, the media groups love to go up there and film Alucia or film whatever we're doing from the helicopter. And then, the point of this mission is to bring on board our brand new ROV, remotely operated vehicle. Yeah. Our new ROV, developed from Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, is called NHT, which stands for Nereid Hybrid Tether. Dwight, do you want to give us a little intro on NHT?
Sure. So NHT is actually diving as we speak. They're actually, I think, breaking records. They're down at the deepest depth that they've ever dove, almost 2,500 meters. And it's a hybrid vehicle, so that means it can operate in an autonomous mode and a tethered mode. So right now we're operating in a tethered mode, so we do have a live video signal coming up from the submersible, from the ROV. And it's a new technology that's been developed with this hybrid tether system, which allows us to operate off of a different type of cable, which makes the system very versatile, not only for working on this ship, but working potentially on other ships, smaller ships that have a standard oceanographic winch, a 0.322 cable. And so this tether has been adapted to that cable so that it can basically still be used as a lifting tether. So it has enough strength and thickness so that it can safely lift the ROV up and out of the water, but also then be adapted to the smaller diameter cable, which wouldn't be able to support its weight out of water. So it's a very thin cable going down to the vehicle. So this is very new technology, just developed by Woods Hole, and really in use for the first time. And one cool thing about this vehicle too, is it also has a very sophisticated imaging system. It's got a panoramic camera with 3 different cameras that can be digitally stitched together to give us a very wide panoramic view. And it also has a stereoscopic imaging for 3D. And so actually yesterday during the dive, we switched to 3D mode. We all put on our 3D glasses, and we were able to see objects on the seafloor in 3D. It was awesome.
It was so cool. Yeah. Very neat.
Yeah. So we're basically doing an engineering dive. So everything we're doing here is really for engineering tests. There's really no science component to the mission. But yesterday we did see a couple of animals.
Yeah, we got some pom-pom anemones, which is my first time seeing them. I'm not gonna lie, really cool. Yeah. We had plenty of shrimp and little crustaceans. We had some other siphonophores and some salps. Tons of zooplankton. I personally was pretty excited about the little copepods we saw swimming around. Yep. Tons of fish. We had some of those big, long rat tail fish and some other sort of deep species down at 1,500 meters. And right now, I think these guys can actually see the video feed live, right?
Right.
Down
so
at 2500.
on the second feed on the website, we have the quad split view,
Yeah.
which shows the mission control space. So all the people that are operating this vehicle are sitting right behind us in mission control, and that's basically our control room. And there's a series of pilots and engineers that are controlling the vehicle and managing the video systems, managing the data, doing the navigation, etc. And so that's in that quad split video feed that you can watch. And I think the underwater feed is there, and then probably some deck cameras, things like that.
Yeah, so you guys can see real time what we're seeing, actually what the vehicle is seeing at 2,500 meters, which is really exciting and really exciting for Alucia, because we're having a really good time out here. The Alucia has never really been capable of dive depths deeper than 1,000 meters up
Right.
until this cruise. So seeing things at 2,500 meters, more than twice what our normal depth capabilities are, really expands our ability to explore the deep ocean. And we're just so excited to see what's down there.
Yeah, and I think this vehicle actually is capable of going to 5,000 meters, so
Yeah.
we won't be doing those tests on this cruise, I don't think.
No.
We don't have water depths that deep here, but pretty soon I'm sure this vehicle will be going to those depths, whether on this ship or on another ship, through other sea trials and science missions that they support. So the other thing we're getting ready for are some submarine dives
Yeah.
later today.
Yeah.
And there's another group from Woods Hole on board who actually has developed this new technology called an optical modem. And this optical modem is going to allow us, really for the first time, have a live telepresence connection to the submarine. So as the subs are diving, we'll lower this optical modem technology down, and the same technology is on the submarine, and they can communicate, basically have an internet connection. They're going to have a Wi-Fi connection in the submarine, and through that connection, we're going to be streaming video and audio. So
Yeah.
later today, we'll test for the first time live video and audio from a submarine. And we'll actually be sending that ashore as well. So
Yeah, so
hopefully
you guys are going to want to tune in at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for that show, because that's going to be our live feed directly with the sub that's right behind us right here.
Right.
This yellow sub will be down at about 1,000 meters or so, and we'll hopefully be getting video and be able to talk
Yeah.
to them live. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, well, that's pretty awesome stuff. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
So definitely tune in for the 4 o'clock broadcast, and
Yep.
we'll be doing this again throughout the day.
Yeah, and then, at 12 o'clock at noon, we're actually going to give you a little bit more in-depth introduction into the subs themselves. So, make sure you keep tuning in. Also, don't forget to tweet us. Follow me at Melrose0717 and hashtag Alucia Live. And, come on and tweet your questions to us, and maybe your question might just get answered live here on TV with us.
Great. Thanks, everyone. So we'll check you later.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.